that is not the only thing that I have a problem with around this holiday season. The weather, I mean, it's the most obvious of them all. It's 85 degrees one day, the next day you think the same, you walk out in a pair of shorts, and your nuts go, nope, not today, right? So you walk back inside, you put on like 15 layers of clothing, and now it's 100 fucking degrees. You know what we call that? Hashtag Florida. Welcome to paradise. Yeah. The other thing about this time of year, snowbirds. Do we have any in the room? Bingo bango. Every time I say snowbirds, it gets a little awkward. Nobody ever says anything and stuff, and I understand. But listen, there are pros and cons to snowbirds. It's not all bad. But we will start with the bad. Traffic. The easiest one. There are cars and accidents everywhere, right? Now, I'm not saying that they're all terrible drivers. That's not what I'm saying. Listen to me, look at me. That's not what I'm saying. Do not take that from what I'm saying. All I am saying is it's not us. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Another thing, lines. We are spoiled. We live in a small town. We don't wait for shit around here. When they come over here, we walk into a restaurant, they tell us 5-minute wait, we walk the fuck out. I don't have patience for that shit. The third thing, everything's booked. The doctors, the eye doctor, the dentist, the massage parlor, the car mechanic. Do not break a bone, do not crack a tooth, scratch a cornea, try to get a happy ending or a tire rotation any time between November and April, guys, because it's not going to happen. But like I said, there are pros, guys. It's not all bad. A lot of the smaller businesses, if it wasn't for the snowbird, would probably go out of business. I know this because I worked for a small business down the street. It was a flower shop. I worked there for about 6 years. I'm going to share with you guys a story of a flower delivery that I had for Snowbird, and this is how I'll leave you guys. This guy orders 2 dozen long stem roses for his wife all the time, but this day he needed them rushed. So I fly over to his house, I get out of the car, I put the flowers in one hand like a boss, and I walk up to his door, and I ring the doorbell. Now the guy comes and he opens the door. He was soaking wet, he must have just jumped out of the shower, and he had a towel barely wrapped around his waist. So this guy's holding the towel with one hand, he sees me holding the flowers with the other hand, and he looks at me, he does the math, and he thinks that he can handle this. I assured him that he couldn't. I said to him, sir, I'll put these flowers on the floor, I'll put them on the side table, fuck, I'll put them on the roof. I can't give you these flowers. And he said, I can handle it. All right, I'm not gonna argue with this guy, because he's rich, and I'm delivering flowers to him, right? So I gave him flowers. Okay, I gave him the flowers, and as soon as I gave him the flowers, they began to tip. The second they touched his hand, he started dancing. The flowers fall over, and me and him both at the same time tried to catch them. Don't get ahead of me, we're getting there. With both hands. Okay, now I'm an athlete, all right? I got pretty quick reflexes, okay? But in this very moment, that was absolutely nothing to brag about. Because I sprung into action. I caught these flowers, and I saved the day. And in all this time, all this man managed to do was drop his towel. Now here I am, guys. Me. Flowers that I saved for his wife. In my face! For those of you not laughing, you are not appreciating the story that I am giving to you right now. He and I never exchanged words in this very intimate moment that we had. Not one word was spoken. I put the flowers on the ground, I stood up, and I walked away like a fucking man. And I never saw that man or his penis again. But I'll never forget it. It's so clear as day right now. I could paint it for you. It's already done. Present to you! You're all a bunch of perks! Every single one of you looking at this right now, perverts. You all thought I was going to draw you a picture of a penis and bring it here, and you're all super excited to see it. You're all terrible human beings, okay?